champion.
Yeah.
Well, now that that's out of the way, what can we discuss? What's going on in everybody's life?
Okay, so let's discuss some things. Mr. Cena, when you made the decision to kick Cody Rhodes directly in the groin, was that just the beginning of the mind games, knowing that whenever it came to WrestleMania, whenever it came time for Big Match John to show up, that maybe that would get in the back of his mind and you would inevitably, 1, 2, 3, become a world champion? Was all of this just for last night to happen, or is all of this because it's how you truly feel about these wrestling fans who, I think in their words, have disrespected you over the last 20 years or so?
So that's a very long-winded way for me to hear a question that sounds like, hey, there's a really cool thing going on television on Monday Night Raw and SmackDown, and I want you to spoil Monday Night Raw and SmackDown for me.
Me!
So I'm not going to answer that question at all.
Okay.
I appreciate what we're doing on television, and I think that's you've been in those seats. You guys have both been there for the excitement of Raw and the excitement of SmackDown and the excitement of WrestleMania. There's just certain lines I'm not going to cross that I think are meant for Raw, meant for SmackDown, and meant for premium live events. So what I'm hearing with that question is, hey, in this awesome TV show, while we're in the middle of the season, can you give me a spoiler? And my answer is no.
Okay, so no spoilers. How about this? Can you give me an inside look in your brain when that place is saying, let's go Cena, much louder than the Cena sucks chants? Was there ever a time where you maybe said, you know what, yeah, hey, thank you guys, last night? Was there a moment of, you know what, these people have been riding alongside of me, and these people still do love John Cena? Did you think about that last night when you were in there?
Not once. I've been pretty clear that I've done a lot of work on myself to make sure that I'm okay with me. And I think once you get to that point, and you have love in your life, starting with self-love, and you have loving connections in your life, you begin to realize the things that are most important. I reference your team. I always see the same people around you, even behind the curtain. You have your family. You have your close circle. You have people that you love. And that's awesome when times are good. But I know you know about this. When times get tough, those are the only people you got. So I've been on a hell of a ride, and I've had a lot of folks ride with me, and through the good times, you know, maybe there's a lot of people, and through the bad times, there's very few, and those are the people I try to focus my time, effort, strength on.
Well, you need to know, there's been a few of us that have been there through it all. Ty Schmidt is one of them. He has a question for you, Mr. Cena.
Oh boy, this should be good.
Well, listen, John, you know what I was actually just going to say? Mine's less of a question and more just I'm in your corner. I'm right in that boat rowing with you. I don't think, everyone has taken you for granted. I think I probably have too. I'll admit it. So I want you to be as.
Did you think this would become a therapy session?
Not at all.
No, listen.
Not at all.
No, man, I'm cool with this. I love leaning into difficult stuff. By the way, thank you for sharing that. Keep coming.
Yeah,
Keep coming.
So I was basically just going to say I want you to take this thing farther than maybe these people even think you.
What thing is that?
I don't know. Coming down the ramp and if you spit in my face tonight, I'll eat it.
A lot of people want to do that.
It is what it is. You're probably right, Cole.
There might be some a fetish site or something.
Come on, John. Let's not go that far.
Hey, there's something out there for everybody. I don't judge nobody.
Have you thought about that though?
Have I thought about spitting in your face and you eating it?
No.
Not until you just brought it up. But then I'm like, man, maybe we can, like a pay-per-view sort of thing.
I don't think you should spit. OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Hey, you done OnlyFans? Hey.
Yeah, I got an OnlyFans page. I got an OnlyFans page.
Exactly.
Yeah. So we're gonna table that idea.
Okay. All right. I like that.
We're gonna sidebar that later on.
Have you thought though? Like, I haven't even scratched the surface on this yet. There is so much lower I can go. I can really scrape the bottom of the barrel on this thing, and these people have no idea. Have you given that any consideration?
Well, I don't know. I can only control what I can control, right? So I don't know how many people actually listen to what I say. I'm going to ruin wrestling. So they'll find out tonight on Monday Night Raw.
Why is that? Wrestling is given so much to all of us, yourself included. Why are you gonna ruin it?
I am so exhausted, and I have given everything to this, and it is instant gratification. Like this, for me, That's love, man. When even though this is an employee of a company, we've spent over 2 decades together. That right there is love.
Did you hear what he said about you?
I don't have much of that beyond this, because as much as these people see what I show them, they don't know me, and they'll never know me, and they'll never know who I am. And man, it's just, you say they've given me so much. Dude, I've also given every effing thing I have. And I don't have, like, none of these people know me, man.
Hell yeah. Amen.
You know, like, we didn't do any of that stuff together. Like, yeah, I mean, for real, you guys were there. That's great, but I'm the one falling down. Like, and that's, I don't know, man. Like,
Whoa.
Dude.
You can't.
Go beat his ass.
Greatest of all time.
No, that's,
greatest of all time.
none of you are going to be able to see any wrestling because I'm going to ruin that son of a bitch.
Okay.
So, like, whatever, man. And that's all I got to say about that. Like, it's not a matter of, like, oh, how far can I stick the knife in him? No, I'm just going to shut it down. That's it.
I respect it.
Yeah.
John, I was very critical of you in the beginning of this whole thing.
Dude, you've been critical for me 20 years.
Somewhat, but I think because it was such a shock when all this went down, knowing you for as long as I have, and not knowing that this was going to happen. I mean, it affected me emotionally. It really did. But in retrospect, and I said it last night, you're the GOAT. In my mind, you're the greatest of all time. It doesn't matter how you're acting in the ring now, how you acted 20 years ago. And I said this on commentary. When you won your 17th world title last night and people were bitching and moaning about how you won it because you know, Travis Scott got involved or whatever the garbage was, at the end of the day, Ric Flair was the dirtiest player in the game, and he won many championships in the same way that you did last night. So for people to be critical of the way you won your 17th title, I think they're being very hypocritical. You got it done. You've been at the top of this game for 20 years. You have the greatest run of anybody that I've ever been around, and I congratulate you for that. Now, I don't love a lot of the things you're saying about a lot of people, but I do respect everything that you've given me and you've given this business.
Man, I'm entitled to feel how I want to feel.
Exactly.
And it's not, there's 3 sides to every story. There's mine, there's yours, and there's the truth somewhere in the middle. Unlike all of these people, sometimes you get lost in the sauce. Everybody gets together in a group like this. You guys all get loud. You all get emotional. I'm a student of the game. And I said it Friday night on SmackDown, like, winners write history. And I don't get lost in the sauce. I focus on writing history. And that's why I'm where I'm at. You know, for a lot of years when you get caught up into this, being a kid from a small town, coming from nothing, coming from farmland and the imagination land, to get here is, I'm not supposed to be here. So you do get lost in all the enthusiasm and the energy, and then you kind of realize, like, oh man, this is coming to an end. What are the things selfishly that I want to do? Okay, I got a legitimate chance to write history. So I don't care what anyone else thinks about my choices at the current time. I'm going to do finally what I want to do for me.
And you know,
You're entitled to that, John.
and
Whether your perspective is irrelevant, it's my choice and it's my decision, and I'm just going to do what I want to do. And I know that that's not going to mesh well with everybody, but say what you want about my actions currently, say what you want about my behavior in the past. You can't knock my hustle. You can't knock my loyalty to this company or brand. You can't knock the respect that I have for the people before me, and you can't knock the fact that every single day that I've stepped in the ring, I've been honest and vulnerable with the audience. And right now, I'm not meshing well with you guys, and I'm just being straight with you guys.
But I sort of and Pat,
Meshing well?
Pat, you'll get this.
So it's okay for a group of people to have a negative reaction towards me, and I'm supposed to say, oh no, you're entitled to do what you want. But if I'm not feeling well, if I'm having a bad day, if I'm for a second feeling grumpy and I don't want to deal with that BS, I can't do that. I can't tell you how I feel. That's not a functional relationship. That's not good. And that's what I mean. Like,
Toxic.
this is not
Toxic.
this is
Toxic.
not good.
Toxic.
This is not good, is what I'm saying. Like,
One-way street, brother.
and if I got one more thing to do before I go out, it's teach these people what a functional relationship is, because they don't know.
That's very nice of you to do that. I think that's a good thing. Leaving the place better than when you left it.
That's all I'm trying to do, man.
Unless you ruin wrestling, which we can't have.
No, I'm just going to shut it down. That's all. Here's the thing. Ruining wrestling is there's going to be a show. Everybody's replaceable. There's always another show. I'm going to make wrestling start over. That championship is coming home with me, and I will be the last undisputed WWE champion, period. Wow. So they're going to have to make a new title. They're going to have to start the clock over again, and whoever is that first champion, whether it's Cody Rhodes, whether it's Dirty Dom, whether it's Logan Paul, whether it's Braun Breaker, it doesn't matter. They'll be the first one. Bruno, Hogan, Austin, Rock, HBK, Taker, Game, every name you can imagine, CM Punk, that comes home with me. Because that's what I've earned, and that's what I want to do. I want to write history, and I'm going to put my stamp on the business by taking that piece of the business home with me. We all talk about this new era, and we talk about how the business is changing. Well, I'm taking the last piece of tradition in the business home with me, and you guys can figure out how to settle the dust when I'm gone. Period.
Jeez. Wow. All right, well, I'm excited to see how they rebuild.
Hey, yo, you're a headline guy. There it is. Boom. I'm not going to spoil TV for you, but there's your headline.
Thank you for not spoiling.
All right?
And thank you for giving us a little clarity on why you're doing what you're doing as well.
Now, I'm not ignorant. I'm not saying that, there's never going to be another show. Of course there is. You guys will be here next year without me. You'll be here the year after without me. I don't care. I'm cool. I'm cool in closing this chapter of my life. There's one piece I'm taking home with me, and that's so you guys can figure out how you want to do it from here on out, because you're not the same folks I came in with. Period.
Jeez. Wow. We've all grown because of you.
Yeah, and I'm not the same person I started 20 years ago either, man.
Well, after you carry a company for 20 years, obviously there's going to be a lot of difference.
I don't care what you're doing. If you're the same person you are 2 years ago, you're not doing it right. There should always be growth. There should always be development.
Every day.
Yeah.
Every moment.
Yeah.
With that being said, I thought you looked really good in the ring.
Absolutely, John.
So you're the one?
I thought you looked jacked.
I actually did too.
Moving well.
I thought you looked really jacked.
Absolutely, John.
I thought there was, you picked, I mean, there was a lot of strength. I mean, you looked prime John Cena.
Dude, you have run out of shit to talk about, huh? Now you're talking about my fitness?
No, because the last time is now is what everybody's saying. You just said my last WrestleMania. I'm going away with how good a shape you're in right now and how good you're going. You're telling me next year, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, somebody doesn't come up and say, John, you just won your second Oscar because Ricky Stenicki is so damn good.
Peacemaker.
Peacemaker just won a Grammy or Emmy or whatever.
Here's an Emmy, boom.
Emmy for that entire thing.
Boom.
You got a Tony Award because you probably did some Broadway shit that you're going to be able to sing somehow, and none of us will understand why you're so good at it. And then they're going to say, oh yeah, there's a little dream match waiting at Mania. How do you know? Like, why are you so sure? Because in this business, especially the guys that are in your conversation, which are GOAT talk, it's like there's always a chance, isn't there? Isn't there always a chance?
So,
why are you so sure that this is it?
So this is one I'm going to address to the world, and the people behind me hopefully will understand whether they like me or they don't. Like I said, I always shoot straight. And I'm a man of integrity, and I'm a man of my word. And when I got in this business, and I started to have some success in this business, and I had to face almost being fired to come out clean on the other side. When I won my first title, I made a promise, and back then it was like mythical. We never think we're going to reach the end when we're 20-something years old. I said, when I'm a step slower, I'm gone. If you watch my stuff from 2015 and you watch my stuff from today, I'm a step slower. So you know what? I'm gone because I made that promise to these people behind me. And whether they like it or not, I know wrestling retirements aren't real because there's always a payout involved. I've been in the business almost 25 years, and the business has been good to me. I've been smart with my money, and I will have a life without want, and I know how appreciative I am for that. I'd never once take that shit for granted. There is no amount of money, and there is not a check. And this is just a shot across the bow to any casino owner, to any territory owner, to any promotion owner. You can't write me a check to bring me back. In December, I am done because of the promise I made to them. Whether I like them or I don't, at least I go out keeping my word. And for them to understand that they may have some unpacking to do in their own personal lives, I get to sleep sound at night. I'm good.
You looked awesome last night. Another guy from Massachusetts, Connor, has a question for you.
Yeah, John, it's an honor to be sitting up here with
Sweet
you. Especially-
mustache, man.
Hey,
It's
thank
good.
you very much. I appreciate it.
Mustache. I've never heard that.
Yeah, you should think about maybe bringing one back, especially till
Dude, I
December.
can't grow facial hair. I haven't shaved in 10 years.
In this new era, you might be able to. They got stuff to
I
use.
mean, okay, all right, fair.
It's just something to consider.
Can I get some of that at the top?
Yeah, sure. I can
Hey, that looked good, I thought.
Dude, it's coming in.
You did something different.
No, I did. I did. It's coming in. It's coming in.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I listen to you idiots. I do.
Now, John, what's the secret? Because I could use a little bit of that.
You have to take the ones from the side and plant them in on the top.
Exactly.
You take the lawn over here and you put it on the dry spot. It just takes a while for it to come in. Yes.
It looked good. It has.
It's coming in, man. It's coming. Hopefully, a couple months it looks better. Hopefully, in a couple months it looks better than
I
that.
thought it looked great last night.
Yeah, I'm going out with a huge, like a long hair.
Mickey.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, that's what we're pulling.
Yeah, a little Stadicki, maybe.
But I can't grow a mustache. I got nothing.
Well, again, we can figure that out.
I'll grow a
You
little
take yours
patch
from
right
the
here.
side
That's it,
And
yeah.
put them on right above the lip.
There's another headline for you. Hair transplant. There it is. Look at that.
Wow.
Boom.
I'm dropping them, dog.
Thank you, dude.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah.
Bringing
And
it.
there's no shame in that, man. I got a problem. I try to fix it. That's
No,
what
hey,
I'm doing.
science has come to a
Hell
point
yeah.
We're like, hey, you know what? This has been a thing. Let us help you.
And I'm not going to tell you who did it because I'm still waiting for it to get better. Once it gets better and I got the long flowing locks, then I'll be like, yo, go to this guy. And if you're thinking about it, truly go to this guy. So I'm working on it. Work in progress. Work in progress. Like I care, but work in progress.
It looks unbelievable.
No, I just saw so many bald spot signs, and that's the thing. When you get it, like, so you get the deal, right? And your hair falls out because the new ones have to grow, so the old one falls out. So, like, in January, February was like, I had it in November. That's when I came, like, half a skinhead up here. You guys,
Oh, that
by the
was-
way, thank you for being so aware of my needs and emotions because you guys ripped me to shreds for a genetic problem that I can't control.
Hey, I'll tell you what.
Hey, dude, you don't look good enough out there. Like, that's what I'm saying. This isn't cool. You guys aren't cool to me. Like, this isn't. Why do you think I did? I'm in the Rumble, trying to win, and like, man, I was the bald spot. Like, yo, that's not fair.
Yeah.
I can't control that. It happens to 7 out of 10 dudes. Like,
But hold on, though. Their hair shaming of you has made it what? Better, I think. You went and made some plays. Hair's growing in full.
I get it, yo. I get leaning into uncomfortable stuff is like, hey, maybe if you got a good friend and they tell you, like, maybe don't wear that out.
Bingo.
That's cool. One of you sons of bitches could have pulled me to the side. No, but in unison, you chant and you make me feel small and you embarrass me. Like, y'all don't know what that's like. That is straight up bullying. It
You're
is,
right,
and that's
you're right.
that's just not cool.
I don't like it.
That's not cool.
Hair look good, though, if it means anything.
Yeah,
Connor.
so thank you for bullying me into getting surgical hair replacement. Like, that's how far y'all push me. I just appreciate that. But yo, it's coming in. Come on, fuzzies. Come on, fuzzies.
Yeah, it does look fantastic.
Tangents. Anyway, here we go. What do you got?
You mentioned, taking kind
Yo,
of
did you think this would go like this?
No, not at all.
All right, cool.
But it's going great. Aside from you, Cole. But you
Thanks,
mentioned
Connor,
Dom
dick.
and Logan, kind of the new era. Who's gonna take it over? Did you have any thoughts about the other, WrestleMania matches, whatever
that
they did?
that is not pertaining to me, so I can spoil the hell out of that. Dom Mysterio is born for this. Period. And I got to work with him very early in his career, and I've had the chance to work with experienced talent, but I've also had the chance to work with a lot of new talent. And you can tell right away. There's always late arrivals. People can not get it and then figure it out. I'm a living example of that. But there's also those people like, God damn, I remember Randy Orton just making everything look so easy. Dom just makes everything effortless, and he doesn't crack under pressure. And any pool we've dropped him in, he has not only treaded water, he's swimming laps around everybody else. Dom Mysterio, we ain't even close to what that kid's capable of. He's incredible, and he's going to be incredible for the next 20 years or as long as he wants to be in this business. He will be, and I love his dad. Like, he's another one. There's a close connection. I love that dude. He will be the most famous Mysterio in professional wrestling.
Wow.
He already thinks that, I think, which is a part of the
That's
problem.
cool. I love the confidence, dog. I love that.
Yeah, that's
I love that. I remember a young man such as myself who created a fake PhD, a doctorate in thugonomics, just to let everybody know.
Bars, we need a new album.
What do you mean fake?
We do not.
We need a new album.
Actually, I got it from one of them online schools.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and Logan Paul's a stud. I texted him right away after his match. I'm like, dude, You are innovative from his entrance to holding a drone to thinking like on another level of like, I'm going to swing big and try something different. And then his performance, he's doing stuff that I couldn't do at peak physical condition. So regardless of how, if you like him or you hate him, he's doing athletic moves that are better or as good as any of the wrestlers out there, any of the trained wrestlers. And here's what I like most about Logan Paul. He doesn't give two shits if y'all like him or not.
Yep.
He does it as himself, and he's okay. He's like, yo, this dude is a stud. There's gonna come a time when y'all wake up to Logan Paul. This dude, he got here late. That shouldn't be a penalty for him. He is a WWE superstar. He belongs in that ring with everybody else. And I know he's always going to be himself, but whether you boo him or not, you are going to pay to see that kid because he is unreal.
Perfect setup for him to be a WWE superstar. Amateur wrestler in high school and college, content creator, has been hated on the internet for a long time.
He's
callous. He's literally callous.
He is, man. And not only callous, like, he's been hated, but he's also been through the fire. Oh, man, you'll never work in this town again. He's had that phone call 10, 12 times. He doesn't care. There's a dude who never gives up. He will just keep getting up, man.
And content creators have to always be thinking of shit. Not everything's great, but you always have to be thinking. And you brought up that drone. He caught a drone. I didn't even know that was possible.
It looked like he was
like
taking a
pet.
selfie, and then he let it go. And I'm like, what's the camera on the string? And then he caught that shit.
Caught the thing like it was a bird flying back to him like a parrot. I didn't know that was possible.
And then puts on a great match after that.
Yeah, and AJ Styles, obviously a great dancer.
No, you don't have to. AJ's one of the best. You don't have to go there.
How about him? He's jacked, right?
He is. I mean, I feel small around these guys. Randy and Batista switch bodies somehow.
Wow, Randy's legs.
Somehow, no, Randy's also like a foot taller.
Holy shit.
Weapon.
How about
I talked to Randy's belly button. I don't know how he did it. He's a foot taller and 300 pounds heavier. I don't know what's going on.
Speaking of you and Randy, let's go back to that OVW class, right? It was you, Randy, Brock was in there.
Yeah, Shelton Benjamin. Batista.
Shelton all at OVW in Louisville with Rip Rock.
Same time, yeah.
And do you think, when did you
I got to shout out Danny Davis and Jim Cornette, too.
Yeah.
Those are two guys who were, Rip Rogers as well, but those are three guys. That brain trust. They had their own method of doing business, but, man, they allowed us to respect the business, appreciate what we're trying to do, the foundation of storytelling, the foundation of physical fundamentals. We were the right group, but we had the right mentorship.
You all knew you were going to make it?
No.
None of you thought you were going to.
No, everybody knew Brock was going to make it.
Yeah.
And I think everybody knew Randy would get a chance. But, like, you got to remember, sitting in OVW, you got The Rock on TV, Mankind on TV, Undertaker, Stone Cold Steve Austin, HBK, like, even the low-level guys, even the opening match had storylines. I mean, you were there.
Yeah.
There was no room for anybody. And then, like, the meltdown happened. You know, Austin left and Rock left, and they changed the name, and the XFL failed for the first time. So it was like, man, we need a new look. We need guys. And, dude.
Ruthless.
We were ready.
Ruthless.
Well, in many ways, that's where we're at now with the company.
Yo, that's why there has never been a better time to be a WWE superstar than right now, because, man, the pay is great. The way they treat the talent is incredible. This is not me talking to you about our relationship, but the way y'all show up for the new talent, for the NXT talent, for the LFG talent, like for WrestleMania, for Raw, you guys show up.
Yes.
I can deal with our relationship on television, but you guys show up for this, and because you're allowing these people to know, like, yo, this is a viable, awesome career choice.
Live dreams and live well.
Yeah,
And,
man.
Thank you for paving the way, too. I know there's a lot of bumps on that body.
No.
Yeah, because first time I saw you,
if you're going to say that, you got to go the road before and the road before. We go back to Buddy Rogers and all the carnival wrestling and all that. Like,
okay.
I appreciate my little chunk. That's why I'm okay closing the chapter, but there's
20 years, yeah, I understand that was your little chunk, and there were those that came before you,
Yep.
but you came before me, so very much appreciative of
Just trying to
everything
finish
that you've
first,
done.
man. Just trying to finish first.
But I watched you at MetLife promoting a WrestleMania. It was Colts were playing, I think, the Jets, and you came out in the warm-ups, and you had to have just came. I think you were working the night before. We were watching, and you walked out there, and you were standing in the middle of the stadium, and you gave the most impassioned speech I've ever seen. They had you before warm-ups, there's probably like 15,000 people in the stands or whatever. Everybody knows you're a mask guy. You do this entire speech, you turn around, you walk off, and I go, Mr. Cena, thank you for that. He goes, hopefully we move some tickets. So you kept it moving. It's like you've been a consummate professional for the WWE. You showed up for the WWE every single night of your life for 2 decades, even at a 15,000 seat arena promotion before preseason or before warm-ups start, talking about the autographs that you've done, the make-a-wishes that you've done, the roads that you've traveled on your bus. It's like, you're a dog, dude, for this business.
Oh, yeah.
An absolute dog. So whenever you talk about this next generation of talent and how good good time in the WWE. Congrats on your 17th title. I know you're not going to respond on anything for that, but you've earned all this shit. Go ahead, D-Bud.
Yeah, you guys talked about Dom, Randy, Logan. I'm still pissed off. It seems like I'm the only guy up here that believes in Joe Hendry. But besides that,
No, you're not. No, I thought so. Joe's awesome, and I got the chance to meet Joe at the Rumble face to face, and he had a small moment in the Rumble, and he's like, "Hey, you're good at this. How do I make this more?" And I gave him some advice. I'm like, you don't. You go out there and you be yourself, and you make your moment your moment. When you try to make your moment more than is given, that's selfish, and you're a small piece of a greater show. And I thought he did excellent at the Rumble. And last night, I thought he was brilliant. What I got to do is if I don't know that kid, I got to know him. He got to do his stuff. He got to be in a WrestleMania match with Randy Orton.
Hell yeah.
And he got a fantastic moment in giving Randy his 20th WrestleMania. But we got an introduction on a large level to Joe Hendry. Just because I didn't bring his name up doesn't mean I'm sour on the kid.
No.
I think he's gonna be a major player. Because
I hope not.
he loves it. He loves it and he gets it right.
He hates
But speaking
But
of
the cool thing is, I like him. I don't. There's the chemistry.
yes.
So he's got a great mind.
But speaking of fantastic moments, despite your relationship with these fans,
We're gonna work on that.
You'll work on, I'm sure, the toxic relationship. But how did it feel when you won the 17th title? Like, how was that moment with you, your mind, your body, and that moment when you got up on the turnbuckles and you actually did it?
So we're going to reflect on all that stuff in December. And right now, I don't want to talk about anything that's going on through my mind because I don't want anyone to get a false representation of the things they're going to see on Raw, SmackDown, and premium live events.
Okay.
I will promise you, I promise all you guys, because I know you'll all be on the panel. You might not be there. As soon as that last match happens, I know you guys are doing a show the next day. If I can't be on that next show, I will be on as soon as I possibly can.
Hell yeah.
Love that.
And then we can talk about all this. But until then, the reason these people show up is because they want the excitement, the unpredictability, and the uncertainty of WWE programming. And I'm just not gonna spoil that for me. I'm not gonna spoil that for them.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations to you. We will see you tonight on Monday Night Raw, 8 p.m. Eastern on Netflix with a 17-time world champion. That's a big number, dude.
Huge.
John Cena.
I thank you.